Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Fantasy of the Ages, the show where father and son talk about fantasy, science fiction, and other nerdy things that we enjoy. And since you're here, we assume you do too. If you enjoy the things that Zach talks about today, as we focus on Book 2 of Era 2 of Mistborn, Shadows of Self, be sure to like the episode, give us your comments down below, and we'd love to interact with you any other ways that we've shown down there in the show notes. Discord, we've got a server for that, social media, email. If you're old school, send us an email. And we have a Patreon. So we invite people to support us there and get some extra benefits that come along for all of our Patreon supporters. If that's one of you already, thank you very much. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I didn't mention that. They should subscribe, right, Zach?
Oh, absolutely, especially if you actually enjoy what you're about to see.
Give them a reason to enjoy it then. What did you think of Shadows of Self? We're not ruining plot or anything as a book blast. It's spoiler light, but give us your thoughts.
It's the best book in Era 2.
Whoa, you think so, huh?
I think so. Granted, that's because to me, this is a book about character development and pain.
And pain. Ooh.
And growing through the struggle and strife, maybe natural, maybe not, of life.
It's probably good that you clarify more rather than people just think you're into pain.
No, but I do love seeing a broken character, either already broken or one that gets broken, and seeing how they have to try and put those pieces together and rebuild them. If you saw my last video, you would have seen that I didn't really like Wax that much in the first book. He's just kind of whatever. Book 2 makes him a character worth caring about at all. There are interesting creatures and tidbits that get added or, I guess, returned to this world with this book that gives more context to the story, as well as I just love seeing some of these. There may be even some returning characters from eras gone by.
Exactly. Book 2 ties this better into the greater Mistborn context now.
As well as, in a certain sense, being a little darker of a story, showing that not all the goods you are looking for or wanting to see in the world are really good. There may be some other tidbits and pieces that make it a little more complicated.
Something I appreciated about Shadows of Self is it seems to bring it more clearly that what you thought you knew from the Alloy of Law is not what you think you knew. Some of the mysteries become clarified, and yet you're still left without answers.
And don't get me wrong, some of the big things that are monumental, I'm like, I expected and saw some of that coming. But some of the things that are smaller and felt like they were foundational characters, and then you realize, oh, there's more to that. You don't really have a reason to suspect it until you do.
What did you think of the journey, the growth that does happen also for Wayne in this book? I mean, Wayne is still Wayne, but
Wayne's still Wayne. I don't see this being the Wayne book of growth.
Okay.
We'll get there. There's a Wayne book of growth. It's not this one.
Okay. However, we've got Marasi and we've got Steris.
Mm-hmm. Both getting a little more time. Marasi getting more than Steris in this book. Really trying to still make more of herself, and in a way, while this is a Wax defining book, this also has a bit of Marasi kind of stepping out of his shadow a little bit in a way that is healthy and exciting to see where does that go from here.
You said this is the best of the 4 books of Era 2 for you.
Yes.
I find that to be a strong statement, and I can't agree with you. But we'll save that for another episode.
It's close to me. There is one that's just a little below, but this one is my favorite.
All right. Any other strong takes you have on Shadows of Self that you want to share?
We love a good boy. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We love a good boy.
There you go. All right, everybody. Again, like the episode if you enjoyed it. If you have any comments for what Zach has had to say about this book, be sure to put them down in the notes below. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.